Come on in. My name is Bill Tobin, and this is your restaurant success tip of the day. This past Sunday, I was doing chores around the house and ended up in the garage organizing and cleaning. Around 4 p.m., I double-checked the boys' bedrooms to make sure they were doing their chores, and then headed to the kitchen to put away dishes and start getting ready for our evening meal. My wife was already there in the kitchen, and she was scrambling to get things rolling. I could tell from her demeanor that she was a little miffed. I'd seen this before. And before I had a chance to even bring it up, my oldest son walked out of his bedroom and I asked him to take out the trash. He retorted, "Dad, I've already worked harder and longer than my brothers. I think they should take out the trash." As it turned out, my wife and my oldest son were suffering from the same ailment, the ailment I like to call "I'm working harder than everybody else" syndrome. But the pros call it egocentric bias. Egocentric bias is the tendency to pay more attention to ourselves and attribute more value to our contributions and less value to the contributions of others. In the restaurant, this can have ugly consequences. So if you have a prep cook working alone in the kitchen, he thinks he's working harder than everybody else. A line cook on the stove is thinking that the restaurant will fail if he wasn't manning the line. Or a server thinking that no one understands just how hard it is to deal with some of the guests and wondering why their bussers aren't being more helpful. Even among servers, one can think that they're working harder than the guy in the station next to them and wondering why he has to pull tips with that slacker. In fact, left on its own, egocentric bias in a busy restaurant can undermine the culture and make it an unpleasant place to work. As leaders, it's important that we acknowledge everyone's hard work and praise people in front of others. Also, stressing the importance of teamwork and helping each other can do wonders for people's perceptions. Setting the example of helping out and teaching people to ask for help will also nurture an environment where people have a better understanding of others' contributions. So your task for today, acknowledge everyone's contribution and nurture an environment of teamwork to overcome egocentric bias in your restaurant. Now go make it happen. Do you have a comment or a tip for restaurant leaders? Text me at 808-201-0550 or find me at restaurantleadership365.com. This is Bill Tobin. Thanks for coming in. See you tomorrow.